Hello everyone, my name is Brajender Singh and we'll continue with the series, the small series that we're making on some basic pointers for the essay paper. Now, we've already discussed three different videos or issues in three different videos. Today, I will talk about something which is very important for a student who's writing the mains, which is how you learn to play with the same content for different topics. See, when you finish your prelims, this year, for example, the prelims are on the 16th of June, mains are starting on the 20th of September, giving you a little more than 3 months' time in which you have to prepare. Now, in this preparation time, I have to go through 2 optional papers, 4 GS papers, in the 2 language papers, also what I'll have to practice. Which is why being able to give adequate time to the essay paper is important, but it should not be excessive. A lot of people are under the misconception that if I want to write a good essay, I should have a lot of content and the content will vary from topic to topic, essay to essay. And what I am asking you to understand is that if you have some basic fundamental content, essay specific fundamental basic content ready, the same content can be used very comfortably, interchangeably across different topics. That does not mean that if you're writing 2 essays, a lot of your content should be the same in both the essays. But the same content, without having to exceed too much, the same content can be used comfortably and interchangeably. To give you a small example, let me take 2 topics which have come in the last couple of years, and for both of them, let me take one common example. Let's say one piece of information, one anecdote, one example that we have is the transformation of Prince Siddhartha into Gautam Buddha. Now, about Gautam Buddha, what do we know? We know that he was born a prince. He was a prince of Lumbini. He lived a life of luxury. He experienced literally no misery. He had never seen a person who was aged. He had never seen a person who was unwell. He had never apparently witnessed death. At least that is what legend tells us. Legend also tells us that in a short span of time, he witnessed illness, he witnessed old age and infirmity, and he witnessed death in a relatively short span of time. And this leads to a significant inner transformation. Siddhartha, at that point in time, Prince Siddhartha realizes that the only truth in life is death. There's nothing else that we are certain about except the fact that one day each and every one of us is going to die. The question then is, then why do we suffer? To find this answer, why we suffer, despite the fact that we are all eventually going to die, to find this answer, Siddhartha now renounces his kingdom, leaves behind that life of luxury. He sacrifices his domestic life. It is said, I don't know, of course, historical accuracy we don't know, but it is said that he literally left his palace in the middle of the night, leaving his young wife and a small child behind. He started searching for this truth. And in this searching, he spent a long period of time, must not have been easy. A person who's accustomed to the life of a king, the life of a prince, now living like a vagabond, now living at the mercy of other people and the alms that they give. Started searching for this, gained enlightenment under the Bodhi tree, of course. And what he learned from there, that one simple word, desire, the root cause of all suffering, that one simple understanding and the philosophy that emanates from it made him a savior for billions of people across the world, across centuries. There are very few people who don't need a surname. He's one of the few. The moment you say Buddha, almost every person on the planet knows exactly who you're talking about. Now, this is one example I have, and this is a little bit of information that I have related to this example. Now, how do you use the same content for different topics? Let's say years, I don't know, but a couple of years back, I think 2021-22, this was the topic that was given. A ship in harbor is safe, but that is not what ships are for. Now, we use the example of Gautam Buddha. What do we want to say? That Gautam Buddha or Siddhartha could have been very comfortable living inside his kingdom as a prince, but that is not what he was built for. That is not what he was born for. How do you write it down? We say, for example, that Siddhartha was born with a proverbial silver spoon. He was the prince of Lumbini, surrounded by wealth, comfort and power. It is said that even till his teenage years, he had never seen any illness, infirmity or death. If he wanted, and this is the part where you focus, if he wanted, he could have passed the rest of his life in this harbor of safety and security. Now, why are we using the word harbor? Because I have to connect it with the topic. I have to reinforce the topic. But Siddhartha understood that his purpose in life was much larger than just becoming the ruler of a small kingdom. In his quest for discovering the purpose of life, he renounced his kingdom, sacrificed his domestic life, and lived the life of a mendicant till he attained enlightenment. Now, the second part where you pay attention, this willingness to step outside the harbor turned him into Gautam Buddha. If ships stay in the harbor, that is not what they are built for. They will never achieve their actual purpose. If Gautam Buddha or Siddhartha stays in Lumbini as a prince, he will never achieve what he's actually meant to do in life. It is when he steps out of the harbor that he becomes Gautam Buddha, the savior of billions of people across centuries, proving that a ship in harbor is safe, but that is not what a ship is for. Now, this is the content, and this is one paragraph we've written for this particular topic. Same content we use for another topic which was asked, I think last year in 23, not all who wander are lost. Now, if you note, why was I telling you, some parts I've highlighted in blue, some parts I'm leaving as they are. The ones that are highlighted in blue will help you understand where a minor difference will come in your paragraph, how you address the topic. So we start again with the same language. Siddhartha was born with a proverbial silver spoon. He was the prince of Lumbini, surrounded by wealth, comfort and power. If he wanted, he could have remained as he was, living a life of safety and security. Now, why do we say that he could have remained as he was? Because I have to later emphasize that he is going to wander. But when he saw illness, infirmity and death, he began pondering over a simple but profound question. When the only truth is death, why do we suffer in life? It was a search for this answer that led Siddhartha to renounce his kingdom, sacrifice his domestic life and wander the world. Why are we writing this? Again, to connect with the topic. The journey must not have been easy, but it was this wandering, this very wandering, that led Siddhartha to enlightenment. And today he is remembered as Gautam Buddha, the savior of billions of people across centuries, proving that not all those who wander are lost. The topics are not difficult. I was taking a class right before recording this video, and a couple of students, I don't know how the discussion turned to philosophical essays, and a couple of students said that, sir, they are difficult. They're actually the easiest to write once you get the hang of it. Once you know what content is essay specific, once you know how you're going to present the content, and once you learn, again, as I was saying, once you learn how to play around with the content. Alright. Over here, through the medium of a video, this is, I think, as much as I can say. But again, if you are sitting for the mains this year, I would strongly advise, like I said earlier also, either you have the right content and you have a good evaluator. In the absence of that, join an essay course, because those 2.5 months that you have between your prelims and your mains are invaluable. The time is precious, should not be wasted. And what I've said earlier also, the course over here is starting on the 23rd of June. These features written here you will find on the Vajiram website also. And like I've said earlier, when you visit, if you have any doubts regarding whether your essay preparation is on the right track, when you visit the Vajiram website, where they've put the essay section, the information regarding the essay course, you will find an evaluated script over there. Go through that, go through the evaluation, go through the comments. That will help you understand where you might be off track and how you can come back on the right track. Thank you.